Hi, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I make videos about books. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. Today I'm doing a video that I've never done before, but have seen going around and thought would be fun. And I'm just doing a Kindle Unlimited like check-in. I have had my Kindle and Kindle Unlimited for about a year now, and I will be very frank with you, I almost never use it. I pay the $10 a month and almost never use Kindle Unlimited. So this is to keep me accountable and to use my Kindle. The thing with me personally is I am a big audiobook reader. So almost all of the books that I have on Kindle Unlimited don't come with the audiobook option. So it's just not something that I reach for. I have used my Kindle more this month than like any other month this year because I am participating in October, and so it has really made me pick up my Kindle. So I just want to go through my Kindle Unlimited with you and see what things are about, and I want you to help me and let me know if you have read any of these Kindle Unlimited books and if you think they are worth it. So I have a mix of dark romance and horror, and like that is it. That's really my vibe. That's kind of what I'm gravitating towards reading. So I'm gonna let you know what I have, and please in the comments let me know if you think any of these are worth it or if you think I should just return it and not even worry about it. So let's go. The first one that I've had for like over a year is Black Sunshine by Karina Hall. This is Eleanor Warwick wants for her 21st birthday is to hang out with her friends, finish her second year at Berkeley with flying colors, and maybe catch the eye of a hot musician playing a show at a club where she can now legally get into. Unfortunately, fate has other plans for her. A week before her birthday, she's kidnapped by the brooding and dangerous stranger with cold eyes and a lethal touch who has been stalking her on San Francisco fog-shrouded streets. So I believe I got this one because it is a dark romance, also vampire story, and I love the cover. So I definitely have had this forever. It's the very last one available out of the 20 that I have. So let me know if you have read this one. I believe I got this recommendation from Madison Mary from The Princess of Paperback, and she like dark romance is absolutely her thing, so that's why I have this one. The next one is Layla by Colleen Hoover. I'm the first one to tell you that I'm a Colleen Hoover hater. But the very first book that I ever read on Kindle Unlimited was Verity, and I absolutely loved it. That book is good. And people have been suggesting Layla to me since I liked Verity so much because it is another self-published book that is mostly, I think it's in print now, but is mostly available on Kindle Unlimited. So I've had it here so long because I trust these people that are telling me I would like it because I liked Verity. I haven't picked it up because I am worried, but I was also worried about Verity and I ended up really liking that one, so yeah. The next one is Serending Heartbreak by Ella Fields. I have no idea what this is about. Let's go see. My first love was my brother's best friend. This is why I have it. A lead singer in their band, a picture of rugged perfection, and a drunk soulmate who couldn't commit. My second love was an arrogant baseball player, a player in every sense of the word, a smooth-talking, reliable best friend, and a chance at something beautiful and true. The problem with having a first and second love, that would be loving them at the same time? Okay, this is a love triangle. This is why I still have this one. It's so weird because I have like recently gone through my Kindle Unlimited and switched out things, but I have kept this one, which is interesting. I don't have it as one to read on Goodreads, but I'm gonna put it as one to read so I remember that I want to do this, and I absolutely put it as one to read for the love triangle. So yeah. Yep, I'm gonna keep that one, I think. Okay, the next one is The Monster by LJ Shen. I, once again, know nothing about this one, so let's look it up. This is interesting. This is number 3 in a series, which makes me feel like that's dumb. So I probably will return this one, and it looks like the first one is called The Hunter, so I'll probably return The Monster, and if I ever want to get one of their books, I'll obviously start with the first one, but I don't want to start with the third in a series if it's not going to make sense It probably would, because like dark romances are fine like that, but for my own personal things, I want to read the right one. So I'll probably return that one. Let me know if you have read the first or second in the series and how it was. The next one is Catch and Cradle by Katia Rose. I remember putting this one down, or grabbing this one, I guess, because it's sapphic. Thou shalt not date thine teammates. The UNS women's lacrosse team doesn't have an official policy against inter-teammate relationships, but those words might as well be carved into stone tablets in the middle of the field. After witnessing way too much drama in their past, Captain Becca Moore is intent on keeping her players' love lives out of the locker room. Becca has no time or tolerance for any distractions from the game. Unfortunately, that's exactly what Hope Hastings has been since the day she showed up for tryouts. One walking, talking, charismatically dorky, and way too kissable distraction. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. I don't even like sports. I absolutely do not like lacrosse. And I don't even like this cover that much, but I'm gonna keep this one. Okay. The next one is Curvy Girls Can't Date Quarterbacks by Kelsey Stetling. Let's look up this one. I pretty much feel like I know what this is about. This is the first in the series, and I actually have it. This has really good reviews. Curvy girls deserve happily ever afters too. I'm a big girl, plus size, whatever. I'm sick of hearing about it, especially since my doctor diagnosed me with PCOS. So when mean girl Merritt shut her mouth off about how fat people can't lose weight, I couldn't take it anymore. Now I've got a huge problem. To prove curvy girls like me can get happily ever afters too, I have to get our school's quarterback Beckett Langley to take me to homecoming. So just from the description alone, I feel like I'm not going to like the writing, but this has such good reviews, and I cannot tell if this is YA or college. Like, it kind of, from the cover, looks like, at least, it looks like they're in front of a college. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna keep this one. Please let me know if you have read this one, and I'll see. I just, like, the description just doesn't sound like my kind of writing, but I'm willing to give it a chance. The next one is called Crash, and I am trying to get the author, but I know that the author is a pen name for Katie Cotugno, who is mostly a YA writer, and hold on. So I was once a big Katie Cotugno fan, and I just feel like every single book has disappointed me more and more and more. I'm not afraid to say that. That's fine. Sometimes authors just don't work out for you anymore, and I feel like Katie Cotugno has been that for me. I saw her promoting this. It has 36 reviews. Anyway, this is called Crash. A year ago, after a gut-wrenching shift at work, Taryn Falvey made a huge mistake. She fell into the arms of fellow paramedic Nick Canelos. Since they've kept their distance, knowing their lives are too messy to mesh. Okay. Taryn's got her hands full keeping too many siblings and alcoholic mother from slipping into grinding poverty. A normal relationship, a normal life isn't even on her radar. After that desperate night of passion, Nick retreated into the big empty house he used to share with his late wife. Now it's just him, his mutt, and his memory endless. I don't have to read it anymore. I'm gonna return this. The reviews are good, but there's 36 reviews. I literally can't. I cannot. No. I'm gonna return this. Yeah. Okay, the next one is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I heard about this book from Riley Marie. It has been in my Kindle Unlimited, and I also have it in my Amazon wishlist, and it's been there for quite a while. This has amazing reviews. I don't know what it's about. But it says, warning, this is a dark romance. This book contains subject matter that may be sensitive for some readers. I'm interested. Okay. When Cora attends her sister's birthday party, she expects at most a hangover or a walk of shame. She doesn't anticipate a stolen wallet, leaving her stranded and dependent on Dean, her arch nemesis and ultimate thorn in her side. She really doesn't anticipate waking up in shackles in a madman's basement. What? To make matters worse, Dean shares the space in his own set of chains. After 15 years of teasing, insults, and practical jokes, the ultimate joke seems to be on them. The two people who always thought they'd end up killing each other must now work together if they want to survive. I'm interested. I'm gonna keep this one. There's a reason that I've had it forever. Okay, so that is pretty much, no, there's one more romance. This looks like a rom-com, but now we start getting into my horror phase. So here we go. The next one is Weep Woman Weep by Maria de Blasi. This was recommended by Katrina from Katrina Brown. Pretty much all of these next ones are going to be recommended from Katrina. So let's see what this one is about. I definitely got this because of the cover. This has 231 reviews, but they're all good. A compelling gothic fairy tale by Bruja and award-winning writer Maria de Blasi. The women of Sueño, New Mexico don't know how to live a life without sorrows. That's Lenora's doing. She roams the waterways looking for the next generation of girls to baptize, filling them with more tears than any woman should have to hold. Yeah, I remember that she liked this one. I'm gonna keep this one, and it's super short. Keeping that one. The next one is one that she has also read and got confused with the one that I just talked about, and that's When She Weeps by John Athen. Let's see what this one is about. I love this cover too. This only has 99 ratings, but I feel like for horror, it doesn't matter as much about how many ratings there are compared to dark romance. Like, Crash only having 36 ratings total is like a big red flag for me, but this, no. Vanessa Ramirez, a 28-year-old employee at a beauty salon, wants to leave Mexico for greener pastures in the United States with her children, 10-year-old Lucia and 5-year-old Joaquin. With cartel violence spilling closer and closer to her doorstep every day, she seeks the help of local coyotes, people smugglers, but is unable to afford the rising fees for their services. So she reluctantly turns to Mexico's criminal underworld to fund her escape and finds herself intertwined with the cartels she was so desperate to avoid. Katrina gave it 4 stars 4 months ago. I'm not sure about this one. This doesn't sound like what I thought it was going to be, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Let me know if you are anyone besides Katrina who has read this one. The next one is No One's Home by D.M. Pooley. I'm about to get really personal with you. My psychiatrist sister is an author, and this is her. D.M. Pooley is a woman. This was obviously suggested to me by my psychiatrist because she knows everything about me and knows that I'm a big reader. So this has really good ratings, and it has a lot of ratings. So I'm excited for this one. Also, my friend Kim has this as one to read, and Nellie, my friend Nellie, gave it 4 stars, and this is like someone I sort of kind of know by association, so that's really cool. I remember this one came with an audiobook, so this is probably the highest up on my to read list for Kindle Unlimited, but let me tell you what it's about. For fans of Haunting of Hill House comes a dark tale of mansion haunted by a legacy of tragedy and a family trapped by lies. Margot and Myron Spellman move to a new town looking for a fresh start and an escape from the long shadow of their past. But soon after they buy Rawlingswood, a foreclosed mansion rumored to be haunted, they realize they're in for more of the same or worse. After a renovation fraught with injuries and setbacks, the Spellmans move into the century-old house and their problems quickly escalate. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one, and I just think it's cool that I like kinda know this author by association. It looks like she has a couple books, and they're all in Kindle Unlimited. I remember my psychiatrist telling me that, so I will be keeping this one. The next one is I Like You Like That by Kayla Gross. This is obviously a romance, but this has good reviews. Birdie Wilder and Liam Miller haven't spoken in 10 years, but that's all about to change. Tall and chubby 16-year-old Birdie Wilder thought she and her best friend Liam Miller were always meant to be more than friends, but after he harshly dashes her dreams of any romantic relationship between them, their friendship ends and they find themselves at odds. 10 years later, Birdie is a famous rock star traveling the world and proving that plus-size women can rock with the best of them. Size never equals talent, and her adoring fans love her maybe a little too much. When a stalker begins to threaten her safety, the label hires a personal bodyguard. Please. Yes, okay, I'm definitely gonna keep this one. I remember seeing the author promote this on Twitter. That's how it ended up in my Kindle Unlimited, and I'm gonna keep that one. The next one is one that I heard of from Sarah Shelves, and that's Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. I know nothing about this, so give me a second. I'm not sure about this cover. This cover does not look like it would be a dark romance. However, this has really good reviews. Okay. Who am I? I've forgotten to answer. Let me try that again. Who am I? I've forgotten the answer to that question long ago. Ever since I ran from that house so desperate to escape, I left with only the clothes on my back and socks on my feet. After that day, I've only ever walked in stolen shoes. Could I be a girl who is searching for the meaning of life in faceless men? They were all so forgettable until he came along. He took me under a waterfall and made me forget my name, and in return I took his instead. Enzo Vitale, an enigmatic man that will only ever love the deep sea, or rather the predators that inhabit it. I'm so confused about this one, but I'm looking at reviews and they're good. Oh my god, it's so long. Please let me know if you have read this one in particular. I am interested in it, but also I'm still confused about what it's about, so let me know. The next one is from an author that I have read before, and this is Petrified Woman from Jeremy Ray. Jeremy Ray wrote one of my highest rated books on Goodreads, and that is called The Houseplant. And it doesn't sound like it would be a horror. It's like a, I don't know if it's a horror. Anyway, I really liked it, so let me tell you what this is about. Petrified Woman. Some pranks go too far. This one could be deadly. Hardly has the perfect boyfriend. Why can't her best friend see that? He's nothing like the others, especially the one who still haunts her memories. She's finally picked a keeper with Aiden. Sure, he's a bit eccentric. His wood carving hobby is a little odd. His need for isolation when he carves his life-size female figurines is strange, and maybe his obsession with pranks or scares on Harley goes a little too far. But what do you expect? Aiden's an artist. Harley has finally picked the perfect boyfriend. Okay, this sounds good. It's 92 pages. I'm absolutely gonna keep this for the length, and also because I know that I loved The Houseplant so much, so yeah. The next one is Super Divided. The next one is Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. This was also recommended by Sarah from Sarah Shelves. Sarah is the only human I know that has liked this book. Every single other person who has reviewed it does not like it, but that's fine. Also, it's super long. It's absolutely, yeah. Okay. Ryder, Garrett, Kenzo, and Diesel the Vipers. They run this town and everyone in it. Their deals are as sordid as their business, and their reputation is enough to bring a grown man to his knees, forcing him to beg for mercy. They are not people you mess with, yet my dad did. The old man ran up debt with them and then sold me to cover his losses. Yes, sold me. They own me now. This sounds like a bad One Direction fan fiction that I used to read in the 2010s, so I want to keep it. Please. Okay, the next one is Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates. This did not come with the audiobook, but I did get the audiobook, and I am so excited about this one. I only have read Ashburn House by Darcy Coates, and I was expecting to be scared out of my mind, and I wasn't. But now that I know that I'm not supposed to be scared, I'm down. So I already know I'm gonna keep this because I just got it. But the Hall family has owned the Gallows Hill winery for generations, living and working on the beautiful grounds where they grow their famous grapes. Until the night Mr. and Mrs. Hall settle down for the evening and are dead by morning. That's all I want to know. I'm gonna keep that. The next one I thought was a fantasy because of the cover, but I have recently found out that it is not, and that is Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. This has amazing reviews. Let's see. The manipulator, I can manipulate the emotions of anyone who lets me. I will make you hurt, make you cry, make you laugh and sigh. But my words don't affect him, especially not when I plead for him to leave. He's always there watching and waiting, and I can never look away. Not when I want him to come closer. The shadow, I didn't mean to fall in love. What? The shadow, I didn't mean to fall in love. Okay. But now that I can't stay away. I'm memorized by her smile, by her eyes, and the way she moves, the way she undresses. I'll keep watching and waiting. Okay. I don't know what this is about still. but let me know if you have read this one, and I am interested. Okay, we got 3 more. The next one is Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. A lot of my friends have read this, especially this month, and I didn't know that it was on Kindle Unlimited, and that's why I got it. At the end of the dark prairie road, nearly forgotten in the Kansas countryside, is the Finch house. For years it has remained empty, overgrown, abandoned. Soon the door will open for the first time in decades, but something is waiting, lurking in the shadows, anxious to meet its new guests. When best-selling horror author Sam McGarver is invited to spend Halloween night in one of the country's most infamous haunted houses, he reluctantly agrees. That's all I want to know. I just put this down to want to read and probably immediately got it on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, 2 more. The next one is an author that I have read from before. I've actually buddy read 2 of her books with Sarah again. And this is Close to Me by Monica Murphy. I got this one because of the cover, and then I found out that it is a part of a large series. So this is, can you see that? Focus. Okay, this is the cover that is showing on Goodreads, but this is the cover that is on Kindle Unlimited, so that is interesting. I don't think I like Naked Boy. Okay. Asher Davis, my first crush, my first kiss. The boy who ripped my heart out of my chest again and again, over and over. I let him have it every single time willingly. We are that toxic high school couple you hear about, the one you witness in the hallway avoiding each other. You laugh at them in class when they're forced to work together, their gazes full of hatred. So the only reason I'm concerned about this one is that Monica Murphy setting is always high school, but it's like a lot of sex, which my brain, my YA brain is like, what? But I am willing to give this a chance, and maybe I can buddy read this with Sarah. There are a shit ton of books in this series, like so many. Okay. Finally, lastly, this one has my favorite cover out of all of them, and that is Charming Your Dad by Sarah Blue. Look at this cover. Okay. Every witch knows you shouldn't use spells for revenge. Blair doesn't care for right and wrong. She's already on the council's radar. When the best mortal way to get back at her cheating ex-boyfriend, bewitching his dad, of course. Dax was supposed to be retribution, but he turns out to be so much more. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so if you have read any or all of these, please let me know in the comments what you thought about them. I am trying to get my money's worth out of Kindle and fucking use Kindle Unlimited because I pay it every single month and then I just let it sit there. So these are the 20 books that I currently have out. The only one I feel like I will definitely return like right now is Crash by Katie Cotugno or Ruby McNally, whatever. Is there a book that you think I would really like on Kindle Unlimited that I can switch out for that one? Also, please let me know. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye!